I clicked the wrong one. Dang it. All right. What is up, everybody?
If anyone is here, you're kidding. I just got treated to the intro.
I clicked the slides instead of the
Oh,
video.
dang it!
I know how that feels. Trust me, it happens to me all the time when I haven't done it in a while.
It's been a week.
Yeah. It's okay.
That's all right.
But welcome, everybody, to the final in our House of Hitchcock, The Next Floor series. So, how's it going, everybody? You ready for this?
I'm ready.
Yeah, man. Let's do it.
Yeah, very excited.
Don't everybody jump out at once.
Honestly, I'm very excited. I mean, I don't know. He's kind of mellow. I'm very excited to talk about these movies.
I'm with
the flu, and KB has a sickness too, so we're like battling.
Always sick. Come on, guys. You gotta take your vitamins. Take your vitamins and say your prayers. Come on.
Well, I'll say this: these 6 movies are very interesting. Very interesting. The funny thing is, out of all of them, they all the same style of movie, murder mystery style. You know, you're gonna kill my wife, or someone's gonna die, and you gotta figure out at the end who's gonna do it. Catch a Thief is the different one out of all of them because that one is just a cat and mouse type of movie. Mm-hmm. But other than that,
had no murder in it.
Which one?
The Wrong Man didn't have a murder in it.
No, but
none that we saw.
Yeah, but it was more of like a mystery, like who he's robbing stores and he looked like the other guy, and so I mean, out of those 2, 4 are the same style, and then 2 are different. One is more of a crime thing, and the other one is a thief thing. But yeah, very interesting though.
Well, this is going to be a fun night because I don't agree with anything Alex just said, but it's going to be very fun.
What else is new?
I don't agree that I think only 2 of these movies really are similar.
What, Stage Fright, Strangers on the Train, Dial M for Murder, and I Confess is all freaking doing with that.
I know that they all have murder in them, but I do not think they're all like the same type of movies. So I don't agree, but that's okay. Just because they have murder doesn't make them the same. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I guess if we can boil it down to that, hey, if it has murder, it's the same. So no, I disagree, but I'm excited to talk about it.
Okay. I'm taking crazy pills. I'm taking crazy pills.
Might just be the flu.
That's sickness. Whatever you got, I don't know.
But I'll say, you know what? I'll kick it off with number 6. Okay. My number 6 is going to be The Wrong Man, 1956. That thing was boring as hell. The Wrong Man. Put that one up.
Keep going.
Fonda
Keep
and
going.
Vera Miles, right? I think that was.
Keep going.
Oh my God, Harrison, you got to
get
these people in the. Come on, let's go. Get these people in the truck.
There we go.
This movie, I gotta say, while certain things did work for me, there's just other stuff did it. I just thought it was very slow. To me, it was slow and boring. I couldn't get into the story at all. I kind of like. Out of all the stuff that we did, this one is supposed, I guess, is based on something that really happened. And so I was like, okay, cool, I guess. But misidentity type of movie, right? Like someone is robbing stores and Henry Fonda got wrong place at the wrong time because he looks exactly like the other guy and they took him in and his wife became crazy for some reason. I was like, what the hell happened in that part? I was like, cool. And then she went to us. I mean, look, at the end of the day, I just think it was hour 40, I think plus, right? Hour 43-ish.
Yeah, something like movie. That.
Yeah. Hour 46 or something.
Yeah, I mean, they're all kind of the same around at the same time, 1 hour and 40-ish. I just think this is the weakest one out of all of them. Personally, I think this one is. While the acting was really good, I kind of liked it. Vera Miles, I liked her a lot. One thing we were joking behind the green screen between KB and Harrison, I was like, everybody looked like Grace Kelly. They all look the same. So I was just like, oh, but they all great though. across the board, I think all the actors were great. This is my first Henry Fonda movie, I believe. I don't remember the movie he did.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't know another movie that he did. So for me, I will say this is my first one with Henry
You ever
Fonda.
seen Once Upon a Time in the West?
Maybe
West
once. Well, maybe
12
one.
Angry Men.
12 Angry
Angry
Men.
Men.
I never seen that one. I know a lot of people
Bro,
told me to
you-
watch
you-
that one. I might like that one.
You got
But I will say from right now, this is my first one. But Vera of Miles, I remember her from Psycho and some other ones we did prior in like whatever the basement or the kitchen, wherever part we were at in the house. Yeah, the first floor of the thing. But I will say this is the weakest one. I will say. But yeah, that's my number 6 is The Wrong Man.
Cool. Who wants to go next?
Anybody?
I'll go next.
Keep
I'll
it
go
in
next.
rotation, Nate.
Yeah, I'll go next. Okay, so I'll just say before I pick my number 6, 4 of these movies I thought were fantastic. One of them I thought was really good, and one I did not like at all. So that's the one that I put at number 6. My number 6 is Stage Fright. That's the one. Stage Fright. So this was actually not a first time watch. This was a second time watch, but I really didn't like it the first time either. So I was kind of like, you know what? Maybe that day I wasn't paying attention fully. Let me watch it again. And I still didn't like it the second time. So I think it's, some of like what Alex said about The Wrong Man, I feel about this. I thought this was boring. I was not into it at all. The movie opens with, this unreliable narrator, which you don't find out is unreliable narrator till the very end of the movie.
Yeah.
So you're watching the whole thing thinking one thing, and then literally with about 35 seconds left, they're like, no, yeah, he actually did it.
Pull the rug.
All right, cool. And yeah, most of the time you got this girl who has a big crush on him, and she's trying to like make sure he evades the cops, and working with the detective and falling in love with the detective who's trying to solve the crime. And I just wasn't into it. I don't think there's very much good tension in it. Marlene Dietrich, she got his whole musical number in here for no reason. Like she's singing the full song. Not a great singer. Just singing this song. It's like 4 minutes long. So I don't know. A lot of pacing issues for me with this one. And I gave it a 2.5 out of a 5. I didn't really enjoy Stage Fright too much.
Oh, I gave mine a 3 out of 5. Or yeah, my bad. 3 out of 5.
No worries. Okay. KB, what's your number 6?
Okay. My number 6, we're gonna be all over tonight. I see this.
Oh,
already.
wow.
Yep.
So my number 6 is I Confess.
I Confess.
Okay.
This is one that I had major issues with. I mean, it's not supposed to be like a whodunit, but it's more like a moral crisis that we see with Montgomery Clift as this priest. And I don't know, it's almost like he is the wrong man in this situation, but he can't like speak to save himself. And sometimes I think like for my benefit, sometimes, most times, but also to my detriment, I'm really into the special features and, finding out stuff like the fact that Hitchcock couldn't work with Montgomery Clift. And it's like after I watch it and I find that out, I'm like, oh, I could see why, I could see why. But to speak something positive to it, it's one of the movies I like as far as using actual locations. I love movies that kind of makes a city into like a character. So that's one positive I could speak to it, because Quebec City is kind of like the background and everything. You could see that. But Cliff, you could like him, you could hate him, whatever, but he has like this quiet intensity, and you would think that adds to the character, but it really takes away from the performance because it doesn't match like what we're used to seeing in Hitchcock. And I felt like that took me out of the movie because I wanted to see something more daring, more thrilling, but it was more like an internal thing. So I don't know. It's not one I return to often. for those reasons.
Gotcha. All right.
How about
Well,
you, Harrison?
Harrison.
This is
Detective
great.
Number
This
6.
is great. Well,
We're all over the place.
we're all
tonight.
over the place tonight. Let's see. Here it is.
I was right. I was right.
What the?
Yeah.
What a guess.
Now, let me preface this with saying my 6, 5, and 4 pretty much have the same score, so they're kind of all similar to me. I'll share my highlights first. I like the cast a lot. I love Grace Kelly. I love Cary Grant. They're some of my favorites, and the costumes are fantastic too. But I'll be honest, the story was kind of lackluster to me. It wasn't super engaging for me. I was pretty bored. I'm not gonna lie. I think a better, similar version of this movie is North by Northwest. I think this one just didn't do it for me. I think this is my 3rd or 4th time watching it. Just has never done it for me. So I give it a 3.2 out of 5.
It's crazy what each of us has found kind of like
Yeah.
lackluster. You know what I mean? And like totally different. I think the last one we were all like almost the same on all the
Pretty
movies.
much, yeah.
Mhm.
I had a feeling when I started watching them, like, nope, everyone's gonna be kind
We're
of all over
all
the place. I
split
feel
on
like.
it.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Oh, I gave 3 stars to I Confess, and I was being generous.
Nice.
It's really like a 2.75.
Since that's not an option.
Yeah, just rounding up. Letterboxd don't give me that option, so I rounded up to
Right.
a 3.
I would be honest, like my 6 is 3 movies. I would have put it in 6. If I had to put them in order, we're doing them like 5, 4, 3. I would never put these other 2 in the 5, 4 category. They will all go in the 6 because I didn't like them much, but we're doing them because this is the amount we saw.
Yeah.
My number 5 is Stage Fright. And that would have been my number 6 if The Wrong Man wasn't in the list. I did not like Stage Fright. I agree with Nate. I was bored as hell with this movie. I kind of liked a little bit the ending with the boy bringing the doll and she freaks out on stage. And I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. But other than that, I agree with Nate. That number was kind of whack. I was like, what? That was whack. Then the father, is that the father that cuts himself when he's shooting the gun in the carnival?
In the carnival.
In the carnival, and the father and I'm just like, okay, this is cool. And because he gets the idea, and I'm like, all right, cool, whatever. But that scene dragged out. And I'm just like, get the damn doll. I was like, just shoot the thing. So I guess there was like a joke there because then the other guy shot it good and he's taller than the little guy. So that was pretty funny. And then he took the doll. So I don't know. I agree with Nate. I think this was a lackluster movie. This one.
Yeah.
While I will say this, The Wrong Man had great actors and actresses in the role. I prefer that cast over this cast. I did not like that lady. This lady, the one that was screaming the whole damn time, that was in love with the police officer,
Jane Wyman.
Jane Wyman.
Yes,
She was
Wyman.
like the most popular actress at the time, so that's
Really?
probably why she was
She
in
was?
the role.
I will
And-
be honest with you. I don't think she's that good.
And what you
that's-
call it, Marlene Dietrich, that
Yeah.
song became like her staple song.
What?
And she was popular before this movie, so it's kind of like she was like a legacy actor by this point.
Okay.
I think they
All right.
parody it in Blazing Saddles, if I remember right.
Mm.
You know what's funny?
One of her songs, at least.
The back of the Blu-ray, it gives it where everything could see it.
Was
3.5 stars.
Oh, geez.
Like they couldn't even advertise this as 5 stars. They're like, let's pick one that's 3.5.
I mean, so
It's good enough.
but that's what I mean. Like, I prefer the actors from one movie compared to this one. While I did say The Wrong Man was my number 6 because I just thought it was slow and all that. But I like that cast way better than this one. While this movie, I just feel like the actors didn't engage with me at all. Like, I mean, I get what you mean, KB. She was number 1 on the A-list celebrity at the time. Great, but I didn't think she could act. I was just like, oh my god.
There's a lot of people now that you probably feel that way about too, and they're
Oh, yeah.
popular.
Yeah, I mean, well, Shannon Tatum. I mean, come on.
Makes box office, right?
That's what I mean. Like, yeah, I mean, It is what it is.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying for this movie, I just felt like it was the wrong cast for me.
And this had more like film noir elements because you had like
Yeah.
the femme fatale kind of character, which is not really a Hitchcock thing at all, and like it doesn't really make noir. So it had that element, but it was like mixed with what he normally does. I don't know, it didn't work. I feel like
You're right. It felt like you know what this felt like? And now that you said it, it felt like a noir movie smashed with a Broadway play. You know, like a stage play. Like that's what this felt like. It was just it felt like one of those stage Broadway plays smashed into a motion picture. And so to me, it just didn't work. It didn't work. So this would have been my 6, but I'm putting it as my number 5, and I gave this a 3 out of a 5. I thought it was good, but not memorable.
All right. So yeah, as far as that goes, my 6 was definitely 6. My 5 is 5, but I have the same exact score for 1 through 4. So those were the ones I had kind of trouble figuring out how to rank. Okay, number 5. Now this might be controversial. I don't know. Maybe not as much as Harrison's To Catch a Thief at 6, but this might be the next most controversial because this was the first time watch for me, and my number 5 is Strangers on a Train.
Interesting.
Yeah, this is my first time watching. I give it a 3.5. I think it's good. I do think it's a good movie. Don't get me wrong. This is one of those scenarios where it's like I just like the rest better, but like I didn't think this was bad. I also didn't think it was as great as maybe I thought it was going to be just from hearing how popular this movie is. I know a lot of people really like Strangers on a Train. I think the setup is fantastic. I actually really like the first act of the movie, but it loses steam for me like the longer it goes, to the point where we're like I'm watching a whole entire tennis match, and it just felt like this script. The script is good, but not great. There's a lot of filler in here, in my opinion. And I like it, but I don't like that character. Who's the bad guy? Which
Bruno?
one is he?
Bruno.
Yeah, Bruno. Whoever the actor is that plays him. Is it Fairleigh Granger or Robert Walker? One of those guys.
Robert Walker.
Okay, Robert Walker.
Yeah.
Good actor. But that character, like, okay, so they're on this train. They make this deal that the guy never agreed to, first of all. Then the guy goes, kills the girl. Okay, by the way, the worst character in any movie I've ever seen. She's pregnant with someone else's baby. For real. She belongs to the streets. Then she like takes the money. Yes, and then she's hanging out with 2 other guys at a carnival. And then she was ready to hook up with this guy too. She's like, "Oh, you're following me? Oh, you hit the hammer thing." Like, I'm like, "Oh my gosh, what a floozy!" So anyway, kills her.
There's a word you don't hear every day.
Floozy.
I try to use I was trying to use like Hitchcock time terms. Floozy. And then the rest of the movie is him just trying to get this guy who clearly is not going to do it to like go kill his dad for whatever reason. And I'm like, this is, I don't know.
A lunatic.
I know, but it's like even the frame where it's like, I'm going to frame you. Even that was kind of like weak. I was just like, I don't know. I think it's a good movie, not a great movie for me. I liked it, but I didn't love it. 3.5. Maybe it's controversial. I don't know. I have no idea.
I should have went right after Alex on this one because my next one is Stage Fright. So I agree with everything you guys said. The lying flashback. It's Hitch calls it his second worst mistake in filmmaking.
What, this movie?
No, the whole thing about
the narrator being a liar.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just the whole opening flashback thing. And it affected audiences. They hated this movie because of that. And I don't know, it's kind of like cinematic rules were broken, sort of. So I don't know. But just to throw out some positives,
Let's throw out some positives.
I gotta think of one though. Okay. So Marlene Dietrich was basically playing herself. That's who she was as an actress, as a singer. You know, very glam, very whatever. Oh, I know what I could talk about. So things in this movie that we don't typically get in a Hitchcock movie that shows that he could just go beyond his normal stuff. the use of Dutch angles, left and right, and then he had like this lighting that almost we call it chiaroscuro, but it's like when you just light like a certain part of the face so that it's only like focused in on that sort of the face. He did that a lot, and funny enough, the person that Dietrich made movies with was this guy named Joseph von Sternberg, I believe
Yes.
it was.
Yep.
And he was the master of that. So it was almost like a homage. Some would say a copycat. But having Dietrich in the movie and then doing that type of lighting was kind of interesting. But yeah, this is not one that I put in play often. To be honest, when I watched it again for this, was the first time I cracked this open, the Blu-ray, because I got rid of DVD a long time ago. But that's to tell you, I haven't watched it since I had it on DVD. So it's not one I go back to that often at all.
And you guys watched it in color, not me. Me and KB watched the Blu-ray. It was a color version, you said?
Yes, this one was in color.
Colorized.
I didn't even know there was a
yeah.
colorized version.
Yeah.
Me neither. I didn't know that's a thing.
I blame Harrison for that. I mean, I watched it. He's like, "Oh, you watched the wrong one." I'm like, "Well, I watched it."
He's like, how did I watch the wrong one? That's the one you gave me.
But
Anyway.
it was weird in color. Like honestly, it was very weird in color. Like when they showed the blood on the dress.
Uh-huh.
It was like it wasn't blood, right? It would look like Hawaiian Punch on the dress.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
super
It's a
damn
little cartoony.
red.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was like
so-
that Turner colorization
Yes.
that they started
Yes.
doing.
Yes.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Because if it was in black and white, I guarantee you the red on the dress would have popped more because it would have been darker red.
Well,
Yeah.
I don't know if Nate, you would agree with this, but
Hmm.
when we saw the dress,
Yeah.
it almost seemed like it was a different color. Like it was almost like brown
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
make it
so-
stand out more because it was
Yeah.
a white dress.
Yeah, so
Right.
when you watch the color version, it looked like Hawaiian Punch. Like, you see how this poster looks? That pink?
Yeah.
That's exactly
Oh,
what it
it's
looked like.
light.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
light. So,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. I still gave it 3.5 stars because, there's experiment. His years at Warner Brothers was a time of working with different actors compared to kind of like the people we see in a lot of his movies. And also it was a time of trying new things, like having a tennis match or having a complete musical number, or that song was written for the movie. That's why they showed you the whole
The
thing.
whole
And
thing.
I think it was Cole Porter or someone famous like that who wrote it.
Wrote
So
it?
like anytime he collaborated with someone famous, whether it's Walt Disney or Cole Porter or anybody of that stature, they got like full access. They got the whole kit and caboodle to whatever they were doing. So I think that's the only reason we got to see the whole thing, but it did kind of drag on.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. All right, Harrison.
Right.
Uh-oh.
Here is my.
Always scared when Harrison goes. What do you
It's
got?
gonna be like all the
I
good
swear.
movies.
I'm not,
It's going to be
trying,
Tobacco Thief again.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be controversial, but here we
Dial
are.
M for
It's not
murder.
Dial M for murder. It better not.
No, it's
Oh,
like
okay.
Oh, okay. That's good.
no. I like the concept of this movie. I think it's a pretty interesting, philosophical idea of, what if a murderer confessed to you? Do you reveal that or not? Because in your faith it tells you not to. I think that's an interesting concept. But I'm not gonna lie, that whole sequence with him and his former lover, it takes up like 20 minutes. I could have done without that, honestly. To me, it kind of took me out of the movie and changed it to being more of a romance, which that's not what I was in for at the beginning. So I wasn't a big fan of that. I thought that was kind of unnecessary, if I'm honest. But other than that, I like Montgomery Cliff. This is the second movie I've seen him in. The other was From Here to Eternity. That's a great movie if you haven't seen it.
Yep.
Haven't seen it.
Very different role from this one, which is interesting. So he's a pretty good actor. But yeah, I gave it a 3.4 out of 5. Pretty much the same as the last one. It's got some good camera work and great set design, like KB was talking about, considering it was on location, but it was just okay. So, yeah.
Right on.
All right. Well, you know what? I'm gonna go with my number 4. My number 4. You can leave this up because I confess this movie was weak as hell. this movie. So I will say something about. I give it a lot of creativity. I did like the whole. He told him that he killed him, and then he kept throwing it in his face because he was like, "You can't say nothing because you're a priest, and then you gotta break your vows." And then he drove the guy crazy, and then he ran out of the house. And I'm like, "Okay, cool." But there's certain sections, a lot of sections of this movie was just dragged out and boring, which I was like, it's okay because they were developing certain characters. For instance, the lady that was in love with him prior to him being a priest. I agree with Harrison. That damn thing was way too long. I mean, I get it. They were together. They banged. Sure, great. But I mean, that thing was kind of long. I did like, in terms of highlights, like KB, I did enjoy the ending of the movie. I liked it a lot. I thought that whole ending was cool, where the wife came up and said, "My husband did it," and she shot him through everybody. I was like, okay, this is crazy. And then
the chase. And
then he still didn't confess that the guy killed anybody. Like, he just kept his mouth shut. And he's like, "Do you forgive me, Father?" He was like, "I forgive you, child." Oh my God. I thought that was funny. But I thought it was good. I thought it was a really good movie. Now, pretty weak compared to the other ones. I did like the acting in this one better than Stage Fright. I thought the music on this one's good. And I kind of liked it. Like, I agree with the whole, like, this where it take place. I thought it was actually pretty cool, the location stuff. I did enjoy that. And it's very different with the priest stuff because you had tons of other priests in the movie. So to me, I gave it kudos. I put it 3. I could have put it as my number 4. Like, really? It is my number 4. But I think out of all of them, this would have been still my number 4 because I kind of like the uniqueness of the film. It was pretty different. It was still murder, but it was under confession. So I kind of like that. And he worked in the same spot where the priest was. So that was kind of weird. And the crazy thing is, and I think the reason why I kind of liked the movie was the fact that my man was trying to have the priest killed because he couldn't say nothing. I thought that was crazy. He was framing my man for, I'm like, dude, you're going to go to hell. Either way, you kill somebody and now you're trying to get the damn priest killed. So I kind of like that. Just sick, twisted shit. Like, it's very twisted. And I kind of liked it. He had his morals because he had the priest stuff. And then the other guy just was a psychotic at the end. So with that said, I gave it a 3.5 because I kind of liked it. I thought it was kind of unique. So I gave it that number. But still kind of weak to me.
Hitchcock
compared to
like the psychotics.
I think so. Because all his movies have to do with psychos and murders and hot women.
Gotta have that in there.
You gotta have the
psychos, murders, and hot women.
That's, with blue eyes.
House of Hitchcock.
House of Hitchcock.
That's the next book coming at you.
That's the next one. All right. Well, you know what? You could leave it up again. I have the same number 4 is I Confess as well. I think I liked it a little more because I gave it a 4 out of a 5. But to me, all of the rest of these, I feel like have the best written scripts out of these 6 movies. They're more dialogue heavy than To Catch a Thief, maybe a little less, but the dialogue is so good that I'll get to that when I get to it. But this one, I love the dialogue. I love the story. I think Montgomery Clift's great. This is also my second time seeing him. The first one was A Place in the Sun. Is that with Elizabeth Taylor? Have you guys seen that one?
Harrison.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember. Is that Montgomery Clift?
It's with Elizabeth Taylor and Shelley Winters, and he like murders his he murders.
I remember the movie. All I know is Elizabeth Taylor in that movie.
Okay, well, that's the first time I saw him. I thought he was really good in that. Here, I mean, I think the dude was legit. I kind of liked that, KB, what you pointed to as far as this sort of quiet, searing look that he had, very intense without saying much. I kind of dug it because he was a military guy who became a priest. And, I think it worked. I liked what you guys didn't love with the girl. I liked it. I kind of like when characters are good, just good, right? Like he's a good guy, a good man. He's following he took these vows. He's sticking with them. He didn't want to make this lady, he didn't want to besmirch her good name, right? Didn't want to make it look like she could be having an affair or anything like that. Like, I kind of dug that it's not a gray character at all. And you know what? He went to court. He was about to go to jail and everything because he was going to stick to it that much. And I dug it. And also, I agree with Alex. That freaking guy, the guy who did the murder, what a turd. I was like, oh my God, he keeps bringing it up. Like, hey, you better not say nothing. Hey,
He was
you better
asking
not
for
say
it.
nothing.
Yeah,
Right?
he was.
And like this guy gave him a job, gave him a place to stay with his wife. And I, I like at the end when the wife's like, I can't take it anymore. I'm just going to go. And then he shoots her. And I love the ending too. I agree. I love that ending scene. I like when he's standing outside and he starts yelling his name. He's like, "Oh, so you finally talked?
Yeah.
You finally told him." He's like, "Dude, he didn't say nothing." But it doesn't matter. At that point, you shot your wife and another guy in the kitchen. So I don't know. I think it's underrated. I think it's if you made me a list of like underrated Hitchcock movies, I would put this one because I had never even heard of it before the first time I watched it. And I think it's actually great. I think the camera work is great. There's some really great shots in here. And I agree with KB2 and Alex with the setting. I love the city. It really is a character, this sort of small town in Canada. You know, I don't know any other Hitchcock movies in Canada. So, yeah, I dug it a lot. I thought it was really good.
And you said the movie right. It is a place in this 1951.
Yep.
Oh, okay. That's the only other movie I've seen him in. And he was good in that as well.
He was
kind
in
of a
Red
douchebag
River.
in that movie.
That was another movie, Red River, Judgment of Nuremberg.
Red River
Oh,
is a great
Nuremberg, yeah.
criterion.
The Western?
Yeah, he was in the
Yeah.
I
Western.
have that. I haven't watched it yet, though.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that'll be my third Montgomery Clift movie.
Wow River. That was another one he was in.
Red River
Yeah,
and Raoul.
he's good. I like him.
Who's next?
I believe that's me.
Oh, what we got?
I'm going with the wrong man.
The wrong man.
The wrong man.
The wrong guy.
Now, to me, this is, and I'm counting all 53 films here. I think this is the most un-Hitchcock film I've ever seen. This plays like it could modern day be like more of an episode of SVU, just extended out into full feature film.
That's true.
That's not
Because
wrong.
it's like a docudrama. Honestly, it really plays like a docudrama. It's like, I mean, by then he had his TV show and everything, but like if somebody said, "Can you take an episode and extend it out?" I mean, he's played that whole thing with the TV show because he used his crew from the TV show to make Psycho. 4 years later? So it's not a far-fetched idea. But
Right.
I mean, things like the locations, like the club that he's in, the Stork Club, and in the jail, those are real locations. So he wasn't messing around here. But the thing that I liked about it is that whereas his other films kind of focus on like the suspense and the drama and, you know, everything being exciting and thrilling like that, this one just focuses on like soul crushing.
Yeah.
The whole weight of like, once again, mistaken identity, one of those Hitchcock tropes here. And it's just showing like one of the things, I'll just back up a little bit. One of the things that I was watching another movie in this set, I want to say it was Stage Fright. And I said, you know what I realized watching this round of Hitchcock films? He really doesn't like any women with grown adults. So like 40, 50-year-old women, he just has a thing against them because they're all crazy, daffy, or lunatics. But then rewatching this, I realized that, and I've heard him talk about this, where he has a big problem with the justice system, any type of law enforcement. Since he was a kid and his father tricked him and he had to spend a night in jail or something like that. So anytime he gets to do a FU to law enforcement, he does. And this movie is just about how the legal system doesn't care about, you know, the little man, doesn't care about the truth. And
Gotta get their guy.
yeah, and that's it. Case closed.
Mhm.
And I think this is a great illustration of that. But the standout for me here is that man on the screen right there, Henry Fonda, man. He is like the perfect choice because that face you see there is the face you see in 12 Angry Men. It's the face you see in Once Upon a Time in the West. It's the face you see in all those movies that he just plays an honest man. Even when he's playing a crooked dude, he has an honest face about him, which helps him get away with the crime. And I think you just see like the man just eroding on screen. He just plays such a great role here. But it's not my favorite in this lineup. So I want to say it is in my top third tier of movies. Let's see. What did I rank this? 3.5. 3.5 with a heart on Letterboxd. So I do like it.
3.5 plus a heart. I like that. a little bonus on it.
Yeah, just a little
Yeah.
I like that.
Nice. Well, I'm gonna leave this up because this is also my number 4. I really like Henry Fonda. I think he's a great actor from this era.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, this was based on a true story. Now, how much of the true story did they use? I don't know, but I liked, it felt like a Hitchcock movie in the sense of wrong place at the wrong time and him going through the prison system and whatnot. The only thing I didn't like and why it's my number 4 was the very end felt a bit jarring, where it shows him talking to his wife, she's still staying there. But then there's like this happy text at the end saying 2 years later, she was happy. The end. I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't seem like that leading up to
He
it.
was happy.
It didn't seem like that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay.
Man. They moved to Florida. That's why they came here.
Yeah,
they said,
right.
hey, you know what?
They left New York.
Everybody's happy in Florida.
Yeah. I think I could have gone without that personally. Just kind of leave it on a melancholic note where, yeah, he's free now, but now
even
his
that
wife
gave
is
you that
going through it.
docudrama feeling. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah, so I thought that kind of ruined it a little bit for me. But other than that, great cast. Even the kid actors were pretty good too.
Yeah.
For the most part. So I gave it a 3.4 though. It's pretty much the same as the other two. So.
Question: was Twilight Zone out during this movie? The TV show with Jon Stewart?
Was it the 60s? Was Twilight Zone the 60s? I think.
I'm trying to figure. I thought it was 50s.
It was in the 50s.
Like, isn't it like late 50s or something, like 57-ish? 59. Okay.
This is before Twilight Zone.
Oh, okay. So this is before?
Leading up to it. Yeah.
Which movie did Rod Serling, didn't he write a Hitchcock movie? Or no? Am I going crazy?
You might be going crazy.
I don't know if I was watching one of the features on one of these movies or if I was or if it's something else that Rod Serling wrote.
Maybe he did like a Presents, like an Alfred Hitchcock Presents. Maybe
he starred in an episode of Presents, I think.
Yeah, it could have been that.
I don't know. Okay,
because this one felt kind of a little bit like Twilight Zone when Alfred Hitchcock is in the shadows and he's like, "Tonight we're going to do."
Oh, at the beginning, yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
It definitely felt like his show too.
Yeah, because I was like, this is not a movie, but gotcha. All right, cool.
Yeah. All right, the top 3 now.
I'm crazy. Sorry, Rod Serling. I watched a video about Planet of the Apes. He wrote that.
Oh, okay.
He wrote the Planet of the Apes. I didn't even know that. Look at that.
Yeah. Okay, sorry.
That's cool.
Go ahead, Alex.
All right, so my number 3. Interesting. Stranger on the Train is my number 3. I agree with a lot of stuff Nate said about that movie. I don't see the hype on it why everyone gets crazy about it. I think it's a good, solid film. Yes. But I don't see the hoopla. I don't see it. Because I was just like, okay, cool. That scene in the merry-go-round when it's supposed to go fast and they're all slow, I was like, I couldn't. I'd laugh. I was laughing so hard. My throat was killing me because I was like, this thing looks funny. But I do agree. The guy's just whack out crazy, but there's a lot of great camera shots there. And especially a scene where he's choking out the girl with the glasses. That was like my favorite shot that I saw. Yeah.
Best part.
Especially the reflection, right?
Yeah, the reflection of the glasses. I thought that was cool. The whole scene, like when they meet for the first time, I was like, okay, that's cool. Then he meets the girl, and then he starts to like strangle her in front of everybody. I'm like, brother, what are you doing? Like, he's like he's like Tiger Woods. He's the Tiger Woods of Stranger on the Train. Isn't he? Isn't he? If you switch him from a tennis to a golf player, he's Tiger Woods. You go, oh shit. He is Tiger Woods. But like, all right, all jokes aside, I do like the premise of the movie. I think it's a very good premise. I thought it was a little bit lengthy. For me, it was just lengthy. I was just like, okay. But there were certain interesting things about it that I was like, okay, kind of worked. Like the guy did kill his wife or ex-wife, and then he's trying to get him to kill the father. And I agree with Nate. Like he never said yes. He was just like, oh, this guy is crazy. He's just like, sure, whatever, dude. But then to me, it was just an enjoyable movie. I can't see, like, to me, this is not top tier Alfred Hitchcock, I guess you want to say. Like, I don't want to say it's like the greatest Alfred Hitchcock movie, but I think it's pretty good. It was shot very well. I would say that. But it was, again, if you killed somebody, why the hell are you going to go back to the murder place to drop off a lighter? Right. Like, that's where I agree with Nate. I was just like, that's the stuff that made me not go, okay. And then I kind of figured that the guy's going to remember his face because he kept looking at him when he left the first time. And then he saw him again. And I was like, oh, okay. But I don't know. I just felt like the fight in the merry-go-round was just way too long. I was just like, okay, we could have shortened this a little bit. Like, and the thing is, when the guy went under the thing and then he pulled the brake and then the whole thing went chaos, I give Alfred Hitchcock this credit. My man killed kids. Like, I will tell you this, man. I've never seen a director kill as many kids on screen except for Alfred Hitchcock. Every kid I seen gets hit by a car,
blown up,
shot,
on the bus,
blown up.
Yeah, gets hit by a bus, and now a merry-go-round goes haywire and flies off, and kids are under the damn thing. I mean, you're assuming because they were kids, they're crying. So I was like, yo, the brother don't care. I was like, I like that. But I will say this though, I can't see the craziness about this movie. I can see North by Northwest. I can see that one. I can see why the big thing. But this one, I don't know. I agree with Nate with this one. I don't know. But that guy is crazy.
And you know what it is too? Like, there's so many movies that came out after this in the same subgenre of like, you know, that thing of where like someone gets involved in someone's life and just kind of makes it a living hell for them. Yeah. But he didn't do enough. Like, I feel like he should have been more antagonistic towards the guy. I think I would have liked it better if he was like really, like, you ever seen the movie The Gift? That's a newer one. The Gift with Joel Edgerton. Like that, where it's like, oh my gosh, this guy is just, he's literally ruining my life. Here it was more like, I'm gonna ruin it.
Yeah.
I
totally agree. He should have been the cable guy to this dude. Like, you don't want to be friends with me? So then he just starts terrorizing. He should have been in the tennis thing, seeing him play and throw him off while he's playing tennis. Like, doing something funny.
Wasn't crazy enough.
No.
For me. Like, I wish it was crazier. But yeah, underwhelming.
Yeah,
they haven't said it yet, so we're probably in the minority.
Most likely.
I know this is like a popular one. I will
say this: the scene that he's like telling everybody how to kill some people, and then he sees Alfred Hitchcock's daughter, because that's what KB just told me, and he starts choking the lady for real. I mean, that tells you right there. Everyone should have knew this guy was the killer.
That part was stupid. He sees the girl, it's like, and now no one helps her, and they're just watching.
No, they don't. And then he passes out. Passes out, and then the guy punches him. I thought that was the best scene when he punches him once, and I was just like, "What the hell is going on here?" I mean,
he helps him to a cab.
Yeah, and then he puts him in the cab. Yeah. So, with that said, I gave it a 3.5. I thought it was a solid movie. To me, I don't think it's the top of the crop of Alfred Hitchcock films. Just for me. But I think this is going to be number one on this dude's list. I can see it on Harrison's list. I can see it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We know it's not To Catch a Thief.
We already know it's like that.
I don't know what you're talking about. That was his number 6.
Yeah.
Okay. My number, what is this? 3? Yes. My number 3 was a lot of other people's already talked about it. This was the first time watch. I'm going with The Wrong Man as my number 3. Very much, KB, like you were talking, very procedural is the word I kept thinking of when I was watching it. You know what I mean? Like, very procedural, like, and I have an irrational fear. I'm not even lying. I have an irrational fear of like getting arrested for a crime I didn't do, because I just think like, what do you do if they're like, all these people said you did it and you know you didn't? Obviously you get a lawyer and stuff, but I'm just saying it's always something. So like watching this, even though it's old, I was like, damn, I don't know what I would do either. Like, so it kind of worked for me on that level. Henry Fonda, amazing. I won't keep talking about him. You guys said it all. He's great. Vera Miles is great in this movie. I like her better in this than in Psycho. I mean, she has a better. I think she has a
better role.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I thought she was great. I think I like procedural type stuff. So like I kind of like even like modern cop movies where they're just like solving a crime. This is almost like a reverse solving a crime where he's trying to prove he didn't do it, but it's not. It's more relatable than something like Saboteur or even North by Northwest, which is this big, grand, almost adventure. This is like a street level, normal guy getting in this situation. And so I kind of like that relatable element to it. What else? Yeah, cast is great. Another one with some really, I love it. It's set in New York, you know. I love a New York movie. I like when they go to the stores and they're like, go walk in and walk to the back and walk back out. And then he does it. And then the guy's like, yeah, call us. We'll tell you on the phone or whatever. I like that. I like The Lawyer. And there's another movie, to my point of I Confess, where this main character is just a good guy. I don't got to worry about him being a slime or like cheating on his wife or doing some, you know, shenanigans. He's just a good dude who went to get a loan and these crazy old ladies. And, you know, I could see where Hitchcock was coming from, KB. I didn't know all that backstory with like the cops and stuff. Makes a lot of sense when you watch this, you know, just the justice system in general. Even the part where the lawyer's talking to him, he's like, we got to get a mistrial. He's like, okay, we got to do the whole thing over again. He's like, what? And he's like, yeah, we got to do the whole thing over again and all this stuff. I will say I give it a 4. The thing that keeps it, Harrison, I agree with you on one part in that the end, I figured the guy was going to do another crime because I was thinking about it the whole movie. I'm like, this guy, what did he just stop doing crimes all of a sudden? Like, he don't know that that they caught this other guy. There's no social media back then. There's no whatever. So I didn't love the convenience that he just did it right at that time. But the end, that Harrison, you didn't like the text. I'm telling you right now, if they didn't show that text, I would have been mad if he just walked out of that thing and his wife just staring out the window. Yeah. And he's like, now he's just a single father. Not really, he's still married, but he's stuck with these kids. I'm glad that they at least were like, no, she got better. Just sure they could have shown it, but at least that. So I kind of was like relieved because that was stressing me out. I was like, bro, she's like, it's good for you. It's good for you. And I was like, no, it's good for you. Come on, lady. Just slap her. That's what they used to do in those old movies, you know? But anyway, 4 out of 5. I really enjoyed it. I thought it was really strong.
I forgot the most beautiful part of that movie is the part that I saw before I actually seen the whole movie is the transition shot when he's walking towards the camera and then he turns into the other guy.
The actual criminal.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
First time I saw that, like chills.
Yeah. Yeah,
and
for
then
the
to
time.
watch it in the context of the movie.
Yeah.
Today that's CGI, that's easy. But back then,
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how many takes that took just to get the pacing and everything to line up perfectly like that. That was just beautiful.
And also at that part, like right after when they're walking him out of the precinct, I realized why I can't be a screenwriter because everything I write would be funny. Because like he doesn't really look like him, and if it was me writing, Henry Fonda would be like, "This guy, you thought I was this guy?
You don't look like me.
You don't look like me." So in my head, I'm like, "This is why I can't be a screenwriter because I would turn it into a joke. I write this whole movie, and
You could be a comedy writer.
yeah, that's all I can write because everything I think of is what would be the funniest thing to happen in this situation.
Looks nothing like him.
Yeah, it looks nothing like him. But anyway, I quite enjoyed it.
Okay. What are we on? We're on number 3.
Number 3.
All right. Gotta stay up with my notes. Number 3. The first of the Grace movies for me. Dial M for Murder.
You don't have the case?
Oh no! I wanted to highlight this
You wanted to show
because
the phone.
of
it's
that right there.
phone.
Did
God.
anybody
yeah,
get a
that's
chance to watch this in 3D?
I don't know. Harrison, did we get to see the 3D?
No.
I have the 3D Blu-ray, but it said you don't have a 3D TV, so it wouldn't let me.
So the first time I seen this was in 3D, and I thought that was the only way I could see it. Luckily, I was wrong. So I mean, you still get the whole concept
Effects.
of 3D.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like Friday the 13th Part 3 where they're like, doing like one of these in the screen, but he uses the low angle shots and the foreground objects and everything. The scissors to the phone. So those kind of things actually stand out in the 3D, but it's 50s 3D. It's not like modern day what you would see in Avatar kind of 3D. But it creates like a sense of, besides depth, but also like tension, like the claustrophobia of being in the apartment. The guy, Tony, supervillain. He's on supervillain level for me. So I like him because he's a little bit charming, he's a little bit psychopath, a little bit of both, comes together like chocolate and peanut butter. So I enjoyed that part too.
Chocolate and peanut butter.
But the best is, first of all, terrible painting here. But the best is, this is the first of 3 appearances of Grace Kelly in a Hitchcock film.
Yep.
Yes.
So I think after this, we have Dial M for Murder, and then eventually Rear Window.
And then To Catch a Thief.
And
Or To Catch a Thief is before Rear Window.
Yeah. To Catch a Thief and then Rear Window.
Yeah.
So, and she's great. The one thing I would say about her, and this is definitely costume design here. So costume design for the win. If you look at her in the beginning of the movie, she has these dresses, bright colors and everything. And then as the descent starts, you'll notice like it turns into like drabby, grayish colors.
Yeah.
And it just is significant of like how she's like losing her freedom in a sort of way. So I just love that aspect. Sometimes movies take second or third watching to pick up on things like that, but that's the one that always stayed with me. And besides, it's Grace Kelly. So that's it. I want to say Dial M for Murder. I gave that 4 stars.
Honestly, every time I see Grace Kelly when we do one of these, I just hear Alex in my head going like, hubba, hubba. She comes on screen. I specifically hear him saying, hubba, hubba.
You know,
I don't know why.
Yo, you're not the only one. Because my wife said the same thing. She was like, she walked in on, is it Down? No, not Down for Murder, the Catch a Thief.
Catch a Thief.
And she's wearing, I think, the white with like a headpiece. And she walked in and she was like, "Oh, I already know." She's like, "Geez."
She knows you.
Yeah, everyone knows. I was like, "Oh," so her eyes are so.
Thank God, all her
Eyes
movies
are
are in
beautiful.
color. All her Hitchcock
Yes.
movies.
Yeah, because it would have been it would have been like not justice with those blue eyes.
I might have to concur here, but also she's worth watching in High Noon as well.
I was gonna say she's in High Noon.
Gary Cooper.
Oh, that's true. She's in a
Western?
that too, and she's in
She's
black
just
and white.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
It's nothing to do with color. I mean, the eyes add to it, but she's just gorgeous.
Oh no, she's a beautiful.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I knew. That's right.
What we got, Harrison? What's your number 3?
Ooh. I'm actually gonna leave this up. This is also my number 3.
Oh.
Okay. Yep. I absolutely love Ray Chandler as the villain. He is fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when he's like talking to the inspector. He's like, "Oh, and then how else did it happen?" Like he's goading him on, saying, "Let's see if you can figure out how he did it," kind of thing. I just love that. It's like a evil spider or whatever. But
Super villain, man.
yeah, it's awesome. I love that. This and my number 2 have the exact same score, so it's kind of trying to decide which I prefer. I'll put this one at number 3 for today. I love Grace Kelly, but I think she's much better in Rear Window, personally.
Oh yeah.
I feel like here she's in killing the guy was a pretty awesome scene, but that's pretty much it. Everything else, she's just kind of quiet, put into prison and whatnot. I don't know. I like her role more in Rear Window, personally.
I agree.
But yeah, 4 out of 5.
Nice.
Okay, Alex, you're number 2.
You know, I see a pattern with you, Harrison. I don't think you like Grace Kelly.
Oh, I love Grace
A
Kelly.
lot of Grace Kelly movies are you 5 and 4.
No, are you kidding me? I love
You put
her
the
in
other one
Rainbow.
that's number 6.
I know.
Yeah.
And then this, okay. My final 2 are Grace Kelly's. I mean, hubba hubba. My number 2 is To Catch a Thief.
Ooh.
I like the movie a lot. It reminded me of a 007 movie, but just without spies. It's just a thief movie, and it feels like a Thomas Crown Affair movie.
Mhm.
But
Good comparison.
Absolutely.
I like this movie a lot. Slow at certain points, but other than that, I love her driving that freaking car. That scene that she's like doing like 200 miles per hour, and he's like all scared, and he's looking over. I thought that scene was actually pretty cool. I like that. I love that whole cat burglar thing because like I could totally see like if Frank Sinatra was not Danny Ocean in Ocean's 11, this dude could have been Danny Ocean
Oh,
because he
absolutely.
had like that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Cary Grant is the
Cary
coolest.
Grant is
Yeah, he
dapper,
got that-
man. He's so dapper.
Yeah, he has like that old man, like cool guy look. Like I'm like, man, I could roll with this guy.
And he always got a tan.
Yes,
Even
Oh,
in black
yeah,
and white, he looked
Dude
like
was
he got a tan.
brown.
Looked like
Yeah.
a catcher's mitt.
I,
When
I
he was at
gotta
the
say,
beach, he was brown.
yeah, like I gotta say, like this movie was a really cool movie. There's a lot of cool sequences in this movie. I kind of figured out it was the girl like halfway through the movie when she was like on the boat scene when they were talking about it. I'm like, yeah, I think her ass is the one that's like framing this dude because she knew a lot about this dude. Like, I mean, when they were talking it up, so I kind of figured it out. It was kind of her, but I was like, let the movie go, and then I was right. I like that, but I will say this: I like the scene in the roof. Shot very well. I thought that was pretty cool. I like that a lot. I like the dancing thing. Was really funny that they kept dancing until the music. The dude stopped playing the music, and then the guy's like, "My feet hurt." He kept dancing the whole night. So I thought that was pretty cool. Grace Kelly's gorgeous in this movie. I liked her in this one because in Rear Window she was really good, but she didn't have like a big role because it was more James Stewart's role. Like he was mostly the more talky during that whole movie than Grace Kelly, but she was in that one too. But I think To Catch a Thief is, I don't know, I kind of like this one. It just reminded me of like a Bond movie. I think it's because it was taking place in Italy, and a lot of the shots were in Bond locations.
France. Yeah, south of France.
Yeah, but there was a lot of scenes that were in certain Bond movies, like when she was driving around, I was like, that's Dr. No. I was like, when Sean Connery's driving the DB5, I was like, wait a minute, that's Dr. No. I know that for a fact. In certain other locations, but I kind of like this one. I don't know. I just felt like it was really cool. It was just I don't know. I keep saying cool, but I really like this movie a lot. And if they do remake this movie, they gotta get 2 older characters. Like George Clooney, I think would do this one justice if you get George Clooney to do it. And then if you get a hot chick, I don't know who, because they ain't no one like Grace Kelly. I don't know who has gorgeous blue eyes in the acting world. Like
It might have
Margot
to be
Robbie.
unknown.
Margot. Oh, maybe.
No,
Yeah,
I mean, you said blue eyes. That's
yeah,
that's
Margot
pretty-
Robbie,
that's
maybe,
blonde,
because she does
blue
look
eyes.
thin. She does look thin. So yeah, George Clooney and Margot Robbie. I don't
I
know.
feel like the age gap might be too big because
Well,
Cary
this
Grant
is a
Not
big
really.
year.
Cary Grant was older, but he didn't. George Clooney looks really old to me.
Well,
I
now
agree-
he is.
I agree with
but-
your assessment as far as like the
Yeah.
personality. Yeah, but Cary Grant looked like he was old, but I was like, man, he ain't that old. He could be 45, maybe 50.
Because I'm trying to think, we don't have older actors now that look suave like he does.
Yeah,
That you know what I mean? Like
Not
that
many.
type of acting is not actor. It's not there no more. I don't feel like it is. Like a guy like Gary, like this dude, there's no actor that looks like him now.
No.
That you go, man, like you could go, this dude looks like a good looking old aged man. Like they don't. I don't know. Now we got to bring that back. We got to bring back
bring back the handsome old man.
the Rat Pack. I don't know.
yeah.
Yeah, like I feel like there's not like it's because we're thinking about it. It's like besides
Hugh
George Clooney,
Jackman?
Hugh Jackman, maybe.
Maybe.
He's a
Maybe.
good-looking, you know.
Yeah, older
guy.
Hugh Jackman. But other than that, I wouldn't say Harrison Ford, but he's way old now.
Yeah, he's
Um,
cool.
That's
He's
the age
too
gap.
old now.
yeah, Michael Douglas, if you got him in his 50s, could have been.
Michael Douglas used to be that guy.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. Michael
Yeah.
Douglas, Richard Gere
Yeah.
was another one. We
Yeah.
don't have those type of gears. No. But yeah, Two Hatchet Thief is my number 2. What you
All
got,
right.
Nate?
Speaking of Michael Douglas, my number 2 is Dial M for Murder in 3D.
There you go.
It
In
is.
3D.
Now, I want to point something out. And the reason I said Michael Douglas is I saw A Perfect Murder when I was a kid, and that is a remake of this movie. My grandma took me to see it, not knowing it was. She didn't care back then anyway, but it was rated R, and I'm like 11. She's like, we're going to see this movie. So I saw it in the theater. Gwyneth Paltrow is in it, Viggo Mortensen, and Michael Douglas plays the husband guy. Anyway, quick note before I'm going to do a short review for this one. Warner Archive, y'all need to fire your back of the artist people. Not only did they give Stage Fright only the 3, they used the 3.5 quote. The back of this one says,
A
in
2?
2D, it's minor Hitchcock.
What's that supposed to mean?
In 3D, it's major Hitchcock. It's major.
Are they talking about like for music, major and minor?
No, like
I
it's
think they
in
meant
2D,
major.
it's not that great, but in 3D, it's amazing.
Oh,
I
they
disagree.
They try to sell that technology.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah, you guys hit a lot of the points. I will say I love a good 90% of this movie takes place in one room. I love a good one-room movie. This is based on a play, which makes a lot of sense. You only need one space when you're doing a stage play. So I feel like, especially back then, stage plays really worked to be adapted to screen because they're very dialogue heavy. You don't need a lot of locations. You could just do it. This one has some great dialogue. You guys talked about like Ray Milland. He's just this freaking guy. And then you had the other guy, the guy she's having the affair with, who's the writer, and he's like kind of, you got to admit to doing it. You got that whole scene is really good where he's in the room with the briefcase, the cop character coming, like it is so dialogue based and it's so good. The whole time you're totally invested in everything they're saying. For a movie that doesn't go anywhere as far as like leaving the room, it's never boring ever because the dialogue is so good and it's quick. I love the scene where she kills him with the scissors. You know, it's for them to pull that off the way they did, where like you see the scissors and then it goes in when he hits the floor. It looks like it goes in more. Very cool angle for that scene too, where it's like the camera is like on the floor almost, and it's like kind of panning. They must have been elevated up or something. I don't know how they would have shot that back then, but it looked cool. So for using the little tricks you can with a limited space, Hitchcock really did his thing. Grace Kelly's great. The only thing is her character, I don't know. Anytime there's a character where someone be like just having affairs and you're supposed to be like, oh yeah, good for them, whatever. It always kind of messes up the character a little bit for me. So I'm like, well, to me, I don't feel as bad when bad things happen to people who are doing bad things. I'm not saying it's murder's the answer. I'm just saying it does kind of detract a little bit from the character, but her performance is great. I really like her in this. Great movie. I way better than that remake. Don't see A Perfect Murder. Just watch Dial M for Murder. It's much better. 4 out of 5 again for me.
Okay. My number 2 is probably the time I disagreed with Harrison the most. Ooh. Not only did I have the DVD, I also have the Blu-ray. And because I know someone who worked on the restoration, I upgraded and got the 4K of To Catch a Thief.
Nice.
So, like you were talking about, the rooftop scenes where he used his cat-like abilities, made it seem like more of a caper, but then of course you bring in the whole thing with Grace Kelly and it becomes kind of like a romantic, I don't want to, like a travelogue, because the setting, like you mentioned with the French Riviera and all that, it's not so much of a suspense film like we're used to with Hitchcock, but it's a refreshing departure from typical things that he would do. So I don't know, it's out of all these movies, I don't have it at 1 because I don't think it's the best of the 6, but it is my favorite. It's the one that I probably watch the most. If someone wants to see a Hitchcock movie that they, besides the staples, I break this out and I show it to them. It's one of my favorites in that sense. The colors, the Technicolor in this, you have it there on the poster. It was filmed in VistaVision, so super wide angle lens, super landscapes being shown. So it's almost like, my wife watches Love Boat, and I'm like, are you watching for the characters, for the plots, which are so thin? She's like, I just like to see the destinations they go to. I was like, okay, I could see that in To Catch a Thief. I like the destination. The French Riviera is on display. I get that. But it's definitely Hitch's best or most beautiful looking movie out of all of them for me. But chemistry is the most important thing here. And like you guys mentioned, they got it. It's bordering on a little bit of naughty, a lot of double entendres.
Yes.
I mentioned a few times, I always call this chicken and beer because that's what she suggests for their picnic. Now you know why I call it chicken and beer. Because one, and not to sound stereotypical, I didn't know chicken and beer was something that was appreciated by the light affair. Let's just say, and maybe that was the case back in the 50s, but not so much as today with people who look like me. So I happily call this chicken and beer. Plus, great Ludacris album. But yeah, talking about that when she asked him leg or breast, and then the fireworks sequence. The only time you had a better double entendre was in North by Northwest, when at the end when they get into the bed in the train, and then you see the train going into the tunnel. Hitchcock was a naughty man. he was so naughty
on the nose.
Yeah,
so naughty. But it's little things like that that just keep a curl in my smile anytime I watch it. Like I know it's coming, but it's beautiful.
Yeah, because these movies are rated PG. You gotta do what you got. They're rated PG. You gotta.
I know. You gotta hide it somewhere.
Yeah,
you gotta hide it somewhere. But
I love it.
All these things just add up to why it's my favorite movie. It's ranked 8 of all the Hitchcock films to me, and I also gave this 4 stars.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, let me just tell you something. Grace Kelly would have told me chicken and beer for a basket, and she turns that radio to like baseball. I'm like, girl, we're getting married right now. We're getting married right now. Chicken, beer, baseball. Let's go.
I guess your answer would have been both when she asked leg or breast, right?
Oh, all up in it.
Where do I start?
I'm like, girl, I want the whole bucket. Let's go. Let's get put the top.
Oh my goodness.
Let's put the top on.
I love this movie. I love this movie.
No, it's a fantastic movie. I think another one that looked really well too was the Vertigo. Is that the San Francisco when they were shot on the bridge and all that? That was another good looking location movie.
Oh yeah, they still do tours. I want to get out to California just to do the walking tour of where they shot Vertigo.
I need to do that.
I'm gonna add it to my list of things to do.
Yeah, definitely.
KB could put it his little photo album with his North by Northwest.
I'm glad you know. I'm glad you know.
Put it right there. Like, what you got, Harry?
All right. Before we get to my number 2, we have a comment here. Ooh. Acres of Movies. Hello and thanks from Stacy. What is your favorite scene in this?
Which one? From Catch a Thief?
I think she's talking about To Catch a Thief.
Oh, my favorite scene? Oh. I think my favorite scene is when they go into the party. When they show the mother and daughter come out.
The masquerade.
Yes, I like masquerade. Like I love Phantom of the Opera, so I love
masquerade.
That time period. Yeah, but I love that whole time period. So I think that looks. And I mean, her eyes are so blue in that scene.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god! But yeah, I think that whole thing and the way he has that mask, like that whole black mask, so he could cover himself, so they think he's in it, but he's not. Yeah. I think it's genius. I think that's a beautiful scene. I kind of like that one. I thought that was pretty cool. So I like that scene a lot.
What about you, Nate?
I don't know. It's tough. This is not a movie that I think of in scenes. You know what I mean?
I
I think
agree.
it's best as a whole, like as
Yeah.
an experience. If I had to pick, I really love the scene with right before the fireworks. That scene in the hotel room, the banter, the dialogue, it's so good. That's where you have a lot of and they're having like a little back and forth with
Oh, that
each
he did
other.
it?
Yeah,
And to look
then,
out the
like,
window.
and they look out the window. Yeah, like that whole scene. I really like just as far as that goes. I think it has some of the best dialogue in the whole movie. Because the rest of it, I don't necessarily think of in like as in scenes per se.
Yeah.
But that one stuck out to me.
Yeah. For me, I'll go back to the first time I watched it and just like Alex is talking about, just seeing how she floored that car and was just whipping around the curves. To me, that was so unexpected. And when it happened, I was just laughing like crazy.
And then the chicken, they dodged the chicken, and the other guys hit the chicken. They're like, "But there, I thought that was like really funny.
But even then, she has that line too, where he's like, "Slow down," and she's like, "Why?" So they can catch us. And he's like, "What are you talking about?" What?
Yeah.
No, and he tried to act like he don't know anybody was chasing them. That is a good scene too.
No. No, I like the masquerade. I think those costumes are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they really stood out in that Technicolor too.
Absolutely.
I want to know if they have her dress in like in a museum.
They
Like,
probably do.
Probably.
Yeah, you
Like
probably do.
Nate, you didn't see it in the Oscar Museum? when you went?
No, they
Grace
did
Kelly
have
catches
they
you.
had like the when I
They
went to
got
the
the wings,
Academy
right?
Award Museum, they had the Mount Rushmore thing from North by Northwest. They had like a backdrop. That's the only Hitchcock thing I saw because they had a Casablanca exhibit at that time, and they had other movies. So they rotate out what exhibits they have.
I still need to go to that.
I get
You
in.
live in
I have
Canada.
my
I'm
list.
going back out. I'm
I
trying to
live
go back
2
out this year. I
hours.
get in for free. Shout out to my job. So I'm gonna go.
Nice.
I'm probably gonna go again.
They're changing the exhibit soon. I don't remember what they said it was going to be changed.
They had
to.
Jaws for a while.
Yeah,
out there.
they did.
Yeah, it would have been cool.
Isn't Lucas opening up his big museum? George Lucas, I think
Yes.
somewhere.
I think that's next year though.
I didn't hear
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah, he's opening like a big, like he put mad
It's
money
huge,
into it. Yeah,
yeah.
he's like, and you're assuming all his friends are giving him props from their movies. To
Disney's
put
gonna buy it soon. He's
Yeah.
building it so he could sell it to Disney for $2 billion.
maybe. Yeah.
All right.
All right, Harrison, what do you got? Break our hearts.
Here's
Stage fright.
my
I
number
haven't heard
2.
you say it yet.
Stage fright.
Oh my
I
god!
don't know why though.
Okay.
I really like film noir, and I think that's why this one really stuck with me.
Yeah.
Versus like To Catch a Thief with Alex and KB, but I don't know what it is. I just love these kind of stories where you're in a kind of normal kind of situation, right? They're in a stage play, whatever, but adding that kind of noir twist to it with the the murder and trying to figure it out, all that, and I like the cast too. I really enjoyed this one. I love that at the very end, that like metal thing that comes down and kills the guy. And they're just like, oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like the safety thing or whatever. I actually laughed at that, even though it's kind of horrifying.
Oh yeah, that was.
It was pretty
that was
cheesy.
funny.
I loved it. I actually really liked Marlene Dietrich in this too. I will say I think that song was a little too long. But all I could think of was in Blazing Saddles when Madeline Kahn, she's singing her song "I'm Tired." It's very similar, I felt, to this one. Because like this one, she's like, "I'm so lazy," and then in Blazing Saddles, "I'm so tired." It's basically the same thing. So I was laughing at that this time around. But
Had the German accent too.
yes, it's 12. Yes. Oh gosh. Anyway, I gave this one a 4 though, same as Dial M for Murder. I like this one just a little bit more, just because of the noir edge to it. I also love in Hitchcock movies. Now, in this case, it doesn't end up being that, but where we kind of see the murder or the results of the murder from the beginning, and then the audience already knows that the characters have to figure it out throughout the film. I don't know. I like that, even if it was an unreliable narrator. I thought that was a nice twist. So, yeah.
All right, Alex, number 1.
All right. This is crazy because all you guys like pick this movie as like your number 2s and 3s or even up. I really like this movie a lot. Like a lot. More than Catch a Thief. And now it's Dial M for Murder. I like this movie a lot. It was really cool. I kind of like the detective angle because I always I like that whole detective like the Pink Panther. So like I like that stuff. So this movie's really cool. Very different, and it's funny because the guy that tries to kill her is the henchman from Dr. No, the one that puts the spider in Bond's room. So I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. You have him in there. He's the doctor that killed one of the agents. I forgot which agent, but Grace Kelly's awesome in this movie. I like the way how everything sets up. I thought it was pretty cool. And it's weird because her husband looked like James Stewart, right? Like a little bit of James Stewart. He looks a little bit of him, like an older version of James Stewart.
British James Stewart.
Yeah, why are you always sticking Grace Kelly with these old?
That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'm
guys.
Not, I don't get
Cary
it.
Grant is an exception. The other two, come on.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, but she cheated on him though, which was
I don't blame her. At least the guy she cheated with was looked more like a
More age.
He did, yeah. I like the detective in this. He was cool. I like the whole detective angle on this, and then the way they catch him at the end. I thought it was pretty cool. Like it just felt like a stage play. It reminded me of the Oriental Express, the murder of Oriental Express. Yes. Like it felt a little bit like that. So I guess that's why I gravitated to this one more. While I do like a Catch a Thief, like to me these two are even to me, but I'll go a little bit more here because I like that whole murder solving thing. Like I like that whole stuff. So this one I gave a 5 out of 5. That's right. Yeah. My 5 out of 5. So yeah, right. M for Mazur.
You gonna buy it in 3D, Alex?
I don't know. Maybe.
Did you watch it in 3D or in 240p?
I saw it in reels. I saw it in the reels. Like,
nice. All right. Well, my number 1, obviously the only one I haven't picked yet. I watched it in 4K for the first time. That's To Catch a Thief. My number 1. I think you guys talked about it. I agree. I will say Grace Kelly. If I could add anything in this movie, she's just an overall babe. Like she's an overall babe. You know what I mean? Like, okay, not only is she gorgeous, but she's cool as hell. She's going on a picnic with chicken and beer. KB, you hit it on the head.
Oh yeah.
Who does that? Who says no to that? First of all, if you're a man,
not me.
She's like, let me go to a picnic. No. I got chicken and beer. I'm going. Sign me up. Whatever. I just love her. And yeah, at first, she's doing it because she thinks he's the thief who's stealing, stealing the stuff. She knows about him. And then when he steals it, but they have great chemistry. KB hit it on the head. Absolute beautiful chemistry. I love Cary Grant. I have not seen all his movies, but every movie I've seen him in, I like him. There's not one.
He's the best. Yes,
there's not one movie that I've seen him and been like, nah, I wish it was this guy or that guy. He's great in this. North by Northwest, Suspicion, amazing. Notorious, he was amazing. Like the guy, everything is in that I've seen, love him. So I love them together. I like the insurance guy. He's kind of the comic relief character that he's working with. I like Grace Kelly's mom in this movie. That whole thing where she's like, "You haven't even asked about my daughter. What's wrong with you?" And she's like, "Don't say nothing. Don't say it, mom. Whatever, love that." And then the locations. This is, to me, this is a Hitchcock movie. I know. I confess, I agree with you, KB. Like that doesn't feel like one, and this doesn't either to me because it's a heist movie, but not really because there's heists happening, but it's not the focus. Right, the focus is on this guy trying to figure out who's doing it to clear his name, and I don't really think it's a wrong man scenario because I he's not like formally like you did it for sure, but he's suspected, and so he's trying to prove that he didn't do it. I love that. It looks amazing. The south of France, they go to Cannes and all that. Like it's a character. in itself. The locations, the VistaVision photography, as just like a film lover, that I'm a sucker. Anytime I see like VistaVision, and then you watch it in 4K, and it looks beautiful.
That 4K looks so good.
Oh my gosh, it looks fantastic. So like, it's a feast for the eyes in many ways. There's good-looking people, good-looking locations, fun banter, good dialogue. This is Hitchcock doing populist entertainment. That's what it is. It's not a thriller. It's super fun. I really like this movie. I give it a 4.5. Actually, I give this one a 4.5 out of a 5. I think it is. I'd put it at, like, for me, maybe like the very bottom of the top tier of Hitchcock for me. I like some of the other ones a little better, but this doesn't go to tier 2. It's still tier 1. But it's the most might be the most entertaining thing that he's done, because that's what it is. This is the equivalent of a popcorn movie nowadays. You know what I mean? Like, I ain't gotta think. There's no mystery. I mean, there is actually. And Alex, it's a good you figure out. They don't give nothing that really leads you to think it's the girl. You know what I mean? So, you know, the fact that you guessed it is pretty good. If you just taking it as it is, I think they do a good job of not being like, this is who it is. You know,
when they're on the barge. That's the most that they give.
There. Yeah, and even that it's subtle.
But they also give it like she's known this guy like all her life.
Yes.
She's a young person and she's like
right.
crushing on him. So that could be the misdirect.
Yeah, you can guess it, but the movie doesn't like spoon feed it to you. And especially when you watch these other 5 where you literally know who did the crime in every single one, all of them, this is the opposite, where it's like left fairly vague.
Yeah, the scene in the boat when they're driving in the boat and they're talking.
Oh, when they're escaping.
Yes. She was like, so like the reason why I'm like, I think she did is because she kept just harping and going, I want to do this with you. And she just kept alluding to his old past. And he's like, I don't do it no more. And he's like, I'm trying to figure out, you know, who did whatever. And she just kept alluding. And she was like, I was like, you know what, man, you look like somebody that idolized and knows him. So if you know him like that. So I was like, I was like, maybe.
That's the other thing. You know what scene I like? To Stacy's question earlier too. I like the house scene when he escapes. He's like, let me go put something else on. I'm gonna.
And then he shoots
a gun and goes out the window. And he drives around and he drives, and then the lady's driving the car. Like, I like that whole scene. As well, and the one in the kitchen where all the other like criminals are working in the kitchen. Like,
he throws the bottle,
he throws the cake or whatever. Like, it's pretty fun. Great movie. I loved it.
All right, KB.
Okay, so the only one I have left, and I have to say this moved up in the rankings for me from this last watching. Before To Catch a Thief would have been 1, but Strangers on the Train surprisingly moved up for me. And allow me to convince you why it's better than your ranking. For one, this whole thing, I think you have it misunderstood. I'm going to try to explain Bruno. Bruno has a code. That's the whole thing about it. Bruno has a code. And the whole thing with the lighter and planting it, that was only after he realized that, what's his face?
The guy wasn't going to do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, you know, his moral code was broken. It was like, you do for me, I do for you. And the thing is, he played it off like, yeah, all right, yeah, that plan will work when they were on the train in the beginning. If you're a lunatic, that sounds like confirmation to me. And then the thing is, and this is going to sound really psychotic, but the dark difference between, what is his name? Guy. Yeah. The dark difference between Bruno and Guy. Bruno says it and did it. Guy thought it and did nothing. And it's nothing that I picked up before this time I'm watching it. So the word that Bruno kept using was crisscross. And that's how the whole thing is structured. The trains cross, the lighter, the tennis match with the back and forth is crisscrossing. I think because Hitch never like filmed a sport like that. I mean, he's done skiing and things like that in other movies, but I think it was kind of like, you know, like a new toy. Hey, I never shot this before. Let me put some effort into it. So people who are used to seeing that in a movie will say, "Oh, he did a good job." I think that's the only reason. Anytime he does something out of the ordinary, he does it like pulling it apart. Going to my notes here. Visual use of pairs and mirror images, so the shadow self. So Bruno acting out the dark impulses while Guy only thinks about it. I mentioned that. The best scene for me is during the tennis match, and honestly, they could have stopped showing the tennis match until the match was over. Was when everybody was like doing like this, watching the ball go back and forth, and homeboy was just darted in on him. That was so good. That's like one of those iconic shots in a Hitchcock movie. But because people don't know this to the level of like a Rear Window and a Psycho and all that, you can't put this in like a top scene because people won't know what this is. And of course, the merry-go-round at the end, that old man actually did that stunt, climbing under the merry-go-round. That's insane.
Jeez.
And because of film technology being where it was in 51, the sped up parts made it look kind of like Keystone Cops or something like that. It's so funny looking at it now because we can keep like a steady 24 frames per second today, but back then they had to speed up stuff and slow it down. But yes, just to go back to Bruno for a second, it's something about him, like the whole thing with choking the lady at the party while looking at Pat Hitchcock. I think that's psychosis just setting in because things just weren't going the way he wanted it to. So it's crazy. I say go back and watch this, and maybe not now, give it a little while, but just go back and see it, especially for everything leading up to the ending, because that's all practical, by the way. They actually blew up a real merry-go-round like that, which is just insane. Because, like you said, F them kids when it comes to Hitchcock.
He did, bro.
The only thing I could think is that little boy was probably the safest in it because he was in that little cradle thing.
Yeah.
He might have lived.
Maybe. But
everybody else,
those girls, yeah.
Yo,
what was the movie?
All the other kids we didn't see, F them kids.
What was the movie that one of them slapped the shit out of another actor? I forgot what it was. It was a female. One of the dudes slapped a female, and I was like, "Holy crap!" Like you heard the palm, like it was just right in there.
Hitchcock movies?
It was in the Hitchcock movie. I forgot which one it was. I was gonna write it down, and I totally got sidetracked. I forgot which one it was, but he slapped the bejesus out of her. I was like, "Jeez." I was like,
I don't remember.
Damn.
But it been any of them. I don't know.
Unfortunately,
I wanted Henry Fonda to slap Vera Miles at the end of.
So hard.
I don't think it was that one.
No, it wasn't that one. I wanted him to do it.
He wanted it to be that one. Yeah. But I say all that to say, like, this jumped up like major ranking points. So much of it came above To Catch a Thief because I finally got it. I didn't get it before, but with this rewatch, I finally got it. So
you know what
I would say give it another shot.
I agree. I like your assessment, and I definitely it is one I have to watch again because I've only seen it this one time. But you know what I think I don't like, and I'm realizing, and Hitchcock does it a lot. I'm not a huge fan of the psychosis mental thing where these people like Spellbound.
So much in his movies.
I know, but like it almost never works for me. It's pretty rare that it's like that I like it. Spellbound. I was like, oh, this guy sees lines, and all of a sudden it's like he freezes, he can't move, and he does it a lot. You're right, and it's always my least favorite thing, and it happens multiple times here with the glasses. Oh, he sees glasses, and now he passes out. I don't know.
That shot is
the color red.
The color.
The red. Oh, yeah.
Maybe it's a me. That's a me thing, and I need to like.
But the irony of how many times he puts it in his movie is. He didn't believe in any of that stuff. He thought it was all.
That's probably why. He's like, "You're so stupid. Watch this."
He's like, "Look how crazy this is."
Yeah.
Watch this lunatic.
I need to watch it again with that out. Like, don't judge it. Just
final word on it. If you want more proof that, Bruno was just a lunatic, go back to the scene where he's talking to his mother, and she says, "So you're finally going to get that idea out of your head?" And he's like, "Which one?" That was one indication when he said, "Blowing up the White House." And he's like, "Ah, mom, come on. That's a lunatic."
That scene was funny.
He was a crazy
When you have when you have the idea, two, when you share it with someone else who's probably a lunatic, the apple don't fall
Right.
far.
The other funny thing was the way he was laying in that bed when dude came to talk to him and tell his dad.
Yeah,
He turns on the light. He's laying there in the bed like
looking all sexy.
Yes.
He sat up in that bed with the
Daddy's
silhouette
not
light on him.
home.
He's like, "Hey, lover."
that part made me laugh.
Yeah.
All
All right, Harrison. This is your number one too, I think, right? I haven't heard
It
you.
is.
Yep.
Before I get into that, though, we got some comments here.
Ooh.
All right. We got Evan, Pop Culture 33. What's up, man? Dialing
Nice.
for
Evan.
Murders, one of my top favorites. Heck yeah. Tony Movie Chappie. Hey, guys, just got to have seen Super Mario Galaxy movie.
He
Heck
probably
yeah.
loved
And he also says, "Well, love to join, but I haven't seen that much Hitchcock to begin with." Oh, you're fine, man.
Should remedy that.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, they're great movies. All right. Well, this is also my number one, Strangers on a Train. This was my second time watching it. I don't know what it is. I just loved the Bruno character so much. I thought he was so fascinating to watch and see how he thought and the way he did things. And also, too, kind of Guy kind of losing it a little bit as well. I thought that was interesting. But just overall, I thought the camera work looked really good. I love that tennis sequence is great. I love the scenes on the train too. Those are great. Just overall, I really, really like this movie, even more than the last time I saw it. And the actor who plays Guy, I actually like him here more than I did in Rope. Although he kind of plays a similar character there as well. But
Yeah.
Oh yeah. True.
yeah, but I don't know. It's just an interesting concept, right? Where the Bruno character, he's like, "Oh yeah, you do this for me, I'll do this for you," and he actually goes through with it, and it's just crazy in a way only Hitchcock could do. That I just absolutely loved about it. He's like, "Of course, right? This makes total sense. Yeah, I'll strangle this lady for you. You kill my dad. Yeah, it makes perfect sense."
I think it would have been less intriguing if they both agreed to do it and then like there was some mishap or something. But
Yeah,
just that holding back just shows like how many times, like he says in the movie, how many times have you thought, "Ooh, I could just," and fill in the rest.
Right.
And it's true. So many people think about it, but would never go that route. And that's what we see in representing the character of Guy. And then you see there's a very thin line between those thoughts and the person who actually does it with
exactly.
no, hesitation.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of why it's similar to Rope too, right? Because they actually murdered a guy, and then James Stewart, he just kind of talks about it philosophically.
Yeah.
So he finds out they actually did it. He's horrified.
Yeah.
So I really like that in a Hitchcock movie. It just touches on. It's very interesting.
I love his drawing of his house where it's like dad's room, hallway, other
Yeah.
room, and then at the top it's like house key with like
Yeah, it was a key. Yeah.
In case you miss it.
right. This
Right.
is the key. It made me chuckle, but it kind of fits. You guys are right. I mean, in like a year or two, I'm going to rewatch this because I can't watch stuff too close together. I got to give
Yeah.
it some time
It
because
gives
the
some time.
first time I watched Shadow of a Doubt, I didn't really like it, and when we did it for the other one, I liked it
I
more.
love that movie.
So
It's a great
maybe
movie.
it'll be one of those where next one, you know what, I actually did. But maybe it also could have been me. Just I know a lot of people really, really like this,
Yeah,
and maybe in my own head I was like, all right, this is gonna be up here, and then it wasn't, and I was a little disappointed.
no, I totally get that too. That happened with me in Psycho.
Oh, that's true. The expectations. I
Oh,
need
yeah,
to
you
watch
didn't
it
like
without
Psycho.
the expectations.
Yep.
Mm-mm-mm.
Okay, got another comment here from Evan. Have you talked about Throw Mama from the Train? That movie is a comedic take on this story. Is it really?
Hey,
Somebody
that's good in 4K.
left that in my letterbox today. It was like, I found out this is my daughter's favorite movie, and the person left a comment. It's like, now you need to introduce her to Throw Mama from the Train.
Oh
I
my
was
god.
like, oh
And
my
the
gosh,
4K
that's so
next
funny.
month.
That would work. That would work as a double feature.
That's hilarious. All right. Well, that concludes this series. Can you believe it, guys? We did it.
Are we giving our top number one and worst of this thing?
How are we doing?
Yeah.
Top 2, top 3, what?
Yeah, so my thinking was we could do the worst overall of these 3 streams and then the best overall for these 3.
Give me a second on that.
I'll go first since I have them already. I already know. Okay, best, honestly, To Catch a Thief. My favorite of these 3. I think it was the best one. There were some nice. These were more like the hidden gems, the unsung heroes. This round of movies that we did. The first one was like the big ones. This is more like the other ones, but this is right up there for me, right at the bottom of the big ones. The worst one, no doubt about it. Jamaica Inn. I will never watch that movie again. As long as I live. No more Jamaica Inn for me ever.
Yeah, I agree with Nate. I think that's my note. That Jamaica me crazy. That thing was whack.
That was the worst.
That was the worst. My number one overall out of all of them. It's hard because I kind of liked some of the ones that are not even popular. Like I liked Psycho and Vertigo, and I hated The Birds. But I would say I kind of like Rope. Rope was my joint. I don't know why. Rope is good, but it's tied with Diamond for Murder.
Diamond for Murder.
Yeah, but Rope. I'll say Rope because I said it first. I'll say Rope. I like that one a lot. Rope.
I will say the best out of these last 3 streams would probably be The Lady Vanishes for me. And that's also one that I watch so many times. For matter of fact,
that's the train one, right?
It's another train one.
It is another train one.
So once again, his obsession with trains, but yeah, Jamaica Inn.
We all in agreement.
Bro, that is like in the cellar.
Yeah, that's the fat pirate.
What was the one that you said you also hated before the other stream? We had to wait to find out what it was.
Oh,
that's the one that I like.
Capricorn.
Under Capricorn.
Woo, that's down there too.
Yeah,
that's down there too.
Jamaica Inn, dude. What a horrible movie.
What
a horrible movie.
That's not a Hitchcock movie to me. Bro.
I pretend like it doesn't exist.
No.
I never saw it.
It's on the shelf and it just like they're all lined up and that one's just pushed back a little further. You can't see it when it's like, what's that holding? Look closer.
Charles Lawton.
The doorstop. No.
Yeah, might as well be. I'd rather watch Night of the Hunter 3 more times than watch Jamaica Inn. That's a Charles Lawton film.
Yeah.
Yes. It's a toss-up between, because I gave them the same score, between the original The Man Who Knew Too Much and Jamaica Inn. But
the worst.
Yeah. Oh, how about both?
The Man Who Knew Jamaica Inn.
The Man Who Knew Jamaica Inn.
I like that.
Yes, but the best, I absolutely love Notorious. That's one of my favorite Hitchcock movies.
That's up there.
Love Ingrid Bergman, love Claude Rains, Cary Grant. All fantastic movie.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Lady Vanishes, Notorious, and then these 2, To Catch a Thief and Strangers, all in my top 10.
Now, Harrison, I gotta ask. I gotta ask.
Yeah.
Is there any more floors to this?
Is there anything else?
I know I own some Hitchcock and we never watched. I got like the 39 steps.
I don't think we want to go Farmer's Wife deep.
No, I don't want that one.
Well, the ceiling,
the basement.
That would be the basement, bro.
The basement.
Or the attic.
The garage.
Yeah.
No, that is the
Garage,
dusty basement. You start hitting like Rich and Strange and Champagne.
No, I know there's like a Foreign Correspondent and Rebecca. And
that's good. That's
39 Steps, Suspicion. We didn't do. I know those are good, but I haven't even seen all of them. But
yes, that is in the next series here.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So there is more.
Wait, there is more or there's not more?
There's 15 more.
15 more.
Ooh.
Count me in. I don't even know what they all are, but I
can read them off to you.
I will go. Yeah, read it. I will go on the adventure with you. What do we got?
Okay. So I can't remember which one of these. One of them doesn't exist anymore because it's missing.
Okay.
Wait, it's missing from where?
We can't watch that one if it's missing.
So we won't watch that one, but
Which
got-
one is that?
Yeah,
Roger?
who's missing? Like, how there's someone?
Oh, I don't even have it on here. The Eagle, Mountain Eagle. I think that's
Oh
what it's
yeah,
called.
that's
Oh, it's like Lost Media or something.
Yeah,
that's
so
missing.
that one we won't be covering because it doesn't exist anymore. But part one will be the remaining films that are from the 1920s. So Farmer's Wife, Easy Virtue, Champagne, Blackmail, and The Manxman.
I'm
Oh,
sorry,
Blackmail.
guys.
I have that because we reviewed it.
We reviewed
I
Blackmail.
have
Yep.
Blackmail. Okay.
Yes. And then part two is the 30s. So we got Skin Game, East of Shanghai, number 17, Waltzes from Vienna. And I guess we'll do Mary 1931 as well, even though it's technically the same as, what was it? Is it Blackmail, I think? I can't remember which, but we'll do that one. And then part three, we'll end off with Rebecca, Foreign Correspondent, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and Suspicion.
Mr. and Mrs.
All
Smith
right.
is funny.
That's a good batch. What
I'm
about the
looking forward to
39
that third
steps?
week.
Yes.
That's not on your. That was not on your list.
Which
39
one?
steps?
Which one?
The 39 steps.
Oh, 39 steps. Yes, that's in there too.
Oh, okay.
Forgot to add that.
That was pretty good. I remember watching it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, it's there somewhere. But
KB didn't seem
That'll
enthused,
be-
and I know he's seen more than me. So, and I haven't seen.
I'm
Like,
just going to
Melange.
hit you up with some numbers here.
Oh God.
38, 37,
These are the rankings.
32.
50.
No, they go higher. But
Oh, okay.
that's the area that some of those movies hit.
But week 3 is a banger week.
Yes,
Yes.
I look forward to week 3.
Rebecca is one of my favorites. I love that movie.
Yep.
Suspicion is great. Alex, you're gonna Cary Grant, your boy, Cary Grant.
Yep.
He's
All
What
back.
about Grace Kelly?
No more Grace
No,
Kelly.
no more
We saw
Grace
all
Kelly.
Grace. Yep.
She's
You got all
gone.
3 rounds of her
Yeah.
already.
Oh, I
Yep.
got you round already.
Well, we'll take some time. I want to start that up in June so we can end in August for Hitchcock's birthday.
I like that.
Sounds great.
We're gonna blow a candle for him.
That'd be like a full year of doing
No.
this
It will, yeah.
because we saw
What
it
an
on his birthday.
what an adventure going through. I love going through filmographies like this. That the Frank Capra one was interesting.
Yes.
This has been very fun and interesting. I love everyone's takes. I love how we're like all over the place. We'll like be in common and then like all over the place. So it's great talking with other people who love movies and especially like Alex, who's like modern action guy. But you know what? He's digging in and watching these old movies, and I'm always
love
interested
it.
to see where he's gonna, what he's gonna say.
I will say this with Alfred Hitchcock.
Alex is losing it. No.
With Alfred Hitchcock, what makes me intrigued, right? Everyone names Psycho, Birds, North by
Vertigo.
Northwest,
Vertigo.
Vertigo, right? And then like Dollar from Murder, I never heard of. Like no one talked about it. To Catch a Thief, I bet it is, but I never heard of it until you dudes talked about it. Strangers on a Train, I thought it was a piano song. Strangers on a Train. I thought that was a Frank Sinatra song. I thought like you guys were pulling my leg until I saw the damn movie. So I was like, oh, okay. But like his filmography is very interesting because not many people talk about his other movies. There's only like 4 or 5. Unless you're a diehard. Like KB's a diehard. So he has ranks up to 50. But what I'm saying is like if you talk to a normal film person, they won't give you other movies. They just give you the ones that everyone
The
knows.
normies.
Posters.
The
Yeah, the
normies.
normals.
But
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
like if you look at any recording artist, there's always the super popular song that people just associate with their name, and then there's the album cuts and then the deep cuts. This is
Yeah.
just another example of that. I mean, nobody mentions what was the name of that movie? War Horse by
Oh, we're
Spielberg.
gonna be doing Spielberg. Yeah.
Oh no, we're up to what are we up
Or
to? Nate? We're up to-
1941 or Always or
Oh yeah, well
Yeah, nobody
Those
mentions
shits
those movies.
Those shits are basura. Like I wouldn't even. Those shits are garbage. I mean, we covering them as much as we. I mean, we doing all of them.
Hmm.
But I mean, but with Spielberg is very interesting because Spielberg they talk about. I gotta
Not
say,
those.
almost all of them. I mean, yeah, but
one per decade at least.
yeah, one per decade. Everyone would name a movie, except 41 and Always and
Sugarland Express
and
No one even
Amistad.
heard of that?
Yeah, or Amistad. They don't talk about, but like or the Terminal. They don't talk about that one either.
Where you go?
Yeah, the more you go, but everyone will say the Jaws, the Indiana Joneses,
Right.
the E.T.s,
Yep.
Jurassic Park, the greatest movie of all
Those
time.
are the
yeah,
staples.
Jurassic Parks,
Yeah.
or the Worlds, if they want to, throw something out there. But with Alfred Hitchcock is always the Psycho, Birds, Vertigo, and But I like the Grace Kelly, like Catch a Thief. I think is great. Dial M for Murder. I mean, I saw some good ones even when we did the other ones. I was like, these are interesting, but then there was like some really, really bad ones. I was like, ooh.
Yeah. That's
Well,
everybody though.
I never heard of any of the movies me and Harrison
No.
did for Frank Capra. So there. Actually, I've heard of like 2, and that was it. I didn't know
Yeah.
none of them. So
Yeah.
But
You
I
gotta
do
go on
agree
the
though, doing a filmography for somebody is pretty interesting because you might find something that you really, really, really like in it, and it's not even a popular movie, and you might like it a lot.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
I want to make one more comment. You mentioned when we were talking about To Catch a Thief, you were mentioning about the way it looks on 4K and all that. If you really want to geek out about this, listen to Perf Damage, PERF Damage. It's a husband and wife podcast, and she works for Paramount, and she's in charge of the restoration division. And she worked on the restoration for this. I mentioned High Noon. She worked on that. White Christmas, a whole bunch of recent 4K restorations, plus a whole lot more that has never come out. But if you want to geek out on some film stuff, just do a YouTube search on Perf Damage To Catch a Thief, and then you could check them out. It's good to geek out on that stuff.
Adam and Charlotte, is that them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I found it.
Yeah.
Adam and Charlotte Barker.
I think I've seen her at Cinecon. She'll do a presentation on one of the movies they're showing there.
Yeah, she's blown up in recent years. She did something for TCM last year. She introduced I forgot the movie, but she does presentations for them now too. So that was pretty cool.
Well, you should talk to her and tell her to get Wild Hogs because I need it in 4K. I need Wild Hogs in 4K.
Is that at Paramount?
I don't know. I hope whatever
It's
it
Disney.
is.
It's
It's Disney. Yeah, tell her she got
Lo
connections
siento,
to Disney.
It's Disney.
Tell them if she has a friend in Disney, tell them Alex needs Wild Hogs on 4K. Because I'm tired of all these stupid movies like Mortal Kombat 1 and 2 coming out in 4K.
All these
Those are-
stupid movies.
these dumbass movies.
Wild-
I don't get
Wild-
Wild Hogs, 14% on Rotten Tomatoes. He's talking about it.
That movie's like, that's my movie, man. I love my Wild Hogs.
I hear you.
Got some comments here.
Yeah, get my Wild Hogs on, man.
Let's see. Lost in a Fire, if I
Lost?
remember. Oh, okay. Probably talking about Mountain Eagle. Big fire,
okay.
had a bunch of original film stock. So unless some studio guy made a copy and forgot to tell the family, some were lost forever.
Didn't
that
Rocky
is the
suffer
thing.
from that? Stallone talked about that he lost one of the Rocky the films. I think it was Rocky 4 or something. When he was editing Rocky 4, they lost a reel. So he,
But the studio had the original, and that's how they made the Drago cut.
Yeah. So I was like, so he lost a Rocky thing. I was like, interesting.
So we got to watch the Hitchcock cut of Mountain Eagles. Or whatever.
As Hitchcock gets lost to history, only hits are talked about. His filmography, we talk more about with the older generations. It'll happen to Spielberg too. You're not wrong. You're not wrong, Evan.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, but Spielberg is more commercial than Hitchcock.
it's hard to believe he was as popular back in the day.
No, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I think Spielberg will always be whatever because I think he's more commercial, like a director, as like he hit every genre of movies. Like, I mean, Jesus, I mean, we were to like, I was like, damn, it's like this dude did comedy, sci-fi, comedy, action. I mean, comedy, action, comedy, romance, like, kid stories.
It'll happen still.
Dinosaurs.
In like
Most
40
likely.
years, people will be like, I
When
don't
they
know.
don't go to theaters and stuff, they're
E.T.
like,
is-
what is
yeah.
this? like
Yep.
the Star Trek.
There's kids
era.
now who don't know what ET is.
Yeah.
I go all the time.
No,
I'm at Universal. There's a ride for ET. Kids are like, "What is that?" And it's like they don't know. So it's like it's already happening, and that's only like 40 years old.
No, you're right. I mean, Angelina's friend never seen Back to the Future. She came into my house and she was like, "What the hell is this car?" I was like, "What the?" I was like, "Get out!"
No, that's when you sit it down and say, "You will watch this."
Oh no, she
You can't
she-
talk with us
This is
till
the
this movie is
positive.
over.
No, I kicked her right
I
up.
do,
the
I do
stairs.
that
I
to
was like,
kids
"Go
when they
that way."
come to my house. My daughter's friend is like, I never heard of Rocky. I was like, oh.
Sit your ass down, because you will now. No, my wife's
Watch
friend
them
is,
all.
no.
Isn't that Creed's
No.
dad? Rocky?
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
Creed's dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the old guy in Creed.
Jeepers.
The old guy.
Oh, man. Well,
You really gonna make me watch these bad movies again, huh? Thank you, Harrison.
Yeah. You gotta watch
Make you
Wahogs.
suffer.
Wahogs. He directed
What if
Wahogs.
you
Just-
end up? What if you end up liking one?
That's true.
You know what? It happened with strangers. You never know. But I'm
Yeah.
just saying,
Strangers on a tree.
You'd be like,
Week
this moves up
one
from number
and week
34 to 28.
just remember, week 1 and week 2, not me.
Oh.
Him.
I'm afraid. I'm like so afraid because I'm very like.
I have a feeling he hasn't even seen it yet. That's the thing. He hasn't.
think-
I haven't even
He's
heard
making
of
that
most
stuff.
of those movies he said. I've never heard
Yeah.
of most of them.
part of why I did the series is like, I don't know what these movies are.
Wait, 1920. Oh my god, I gotta sit through
Or
those.
some of these are silent because Blackmail was like half silent.
Yes.
Resolution is gonna be like non.
Alex, wait till you see Blackmail. Half of it is silent and half of it is talking.
Yep.
And the chase scenes are like real fast.
Yes,
Like, really-
they're sped up.
Who's that?
oh, that's Hitchcock Young.
That's a young Hitchcock.
Why is always the side profile with this guy?
That's his thing.
It's his thing.
Oh, he was in Catch a Thief. He was in the van.
He was in all of
He's
these.
in-
He had a cameo.
That's his thing.
Yeah.
Oh, Jane Wyman, when she's walking and she's all upset and whatever, and this guy walks past and he looks back.
And he
Hitchcock.
turns.
But
Yeah.
this has Skin Game, Manxman, Champagne, Farmer's Wife, and The Ring. There's your
Hey.
Blackmail,
I got Blackmail.
He's
That's
still
the only
wrapped.
Murder.
one. Murder. I didn't get that one. That was a Kino too, I think.
Murder.
And I'm
Rich
telling you
and
from
the
now,
Strange.
Rich and Strange. That's us.
Yikes.
Poor and weird. All right, Harrison.
That's what I am. I'm not rich.
Poor and
Let's
weird.
go out with that.
Yes, on
I
that
like
note,
that.
Oh, doo, doo.
thanks again for coming on, guys. I love doing this series.
Oh,
This
it's so
is
much
fun.
fun. Thanks for having us.
As
Yes.
always.
Yeah.
So, like I said, we'll be taking a break here. We'll be back in June so that we can finish on Alfred Hitchcock's birthday in August. Before we go, does anybody have anything they want to plug?
I'm trying to see what else we got to plug. I'm gonna try to film tomorrow, but if I do, it'll be the Outbreak 4K review. I watched it today. I'll give my thoughts on it. It should come out tomorrow. But other than that, and anything new on the channel,
We're live on Sunday.
Yeah, and then Double Impact, and that's what I did. Double Impact
Sunday night.
88
I know it's
first
Easter
attack.
Sunday, so
Yeah.
but we're at 8 p.m. So after everyone's festive, if you want to come join us, we're gonna
Yeah.
be live. There should be a director's. There's no director's spotlight today, but there should be one soon. What's our next movie for that? What are we up to?
Warner Brothers. War of the Worlds.
War of
That's
the
what we're
Worlds.
reviewing, yeah.
Okay, there you go.
And then Munich is right after we did.
Yeah. So we got those coming up too.
Yeah. And I think that's pretty much it. Then the podcast, we're up to Fallout. That's the one I gotta release soon.
Mission
is
Impossible Fallout.
Yeah. So a lot of watching. A lot of watching. Yeah. And that's it. That's pretty much it. In terms of all that stuff.
Cool. How about you, KB?
I just put up a new video showing off my Criterion haul. Also, stuff I got in the Warner Archive sale on MovieZing. I'm trying to get to at least 80% complete on my Best Picture winners, so that sale really helped.
For all
nothing-
the decades or for this year?
Yeah, all of it. He's trying to get all of them.
all the
Oh.
Best Picture winners.
The winners,
Oh,
not
okay,
the
gotcha.
nominees. Yeah.
No, not the
oh,
nominees. I ain't that.
got you.
I ain't that rich.
I was gonna say like
I ain't-
that's
I
like
ain't- I
6
ain't that rich
movies
and
a year.
I ain't that rich and strange.
Rich and strange.
But I'm taking a break because I'm going to a film festival starting next week. So
Heck
if
yeah.
anything, I might try to do some on the scene 5 takes with people I have never met before. Should be fun.
Nice. That's cool.
Take my wireless mics with me. People like holding those little mics these days. They look weird.
The shit
Yeah,
that
I
gets
don't
me,
like
because I'm very a perfectionist and it annoys me as hell, is when people put freaking paper and then they put the shit on the paper and they holding it. Like, what the hell? Just put the shit on your clothes, bro.
That
Like, what is
started
this?
with the MetroCard guy on the subway, and he would do interviews on the
Oh
subway.
my god, that or they take the iPhone thing and they're like this.
Yeah.
See what I have there?
Hello.
I have a fake handheld, and my wireless mic goes right in there, so I look professional as Letterbox.
Yeah, you could do it
That's-
that way. You just
Let them
clip it
think
on
there's a
them.
professional interview.
Yeah, just
No, I'll
Clip
have
on.
mine on, but for them to talk, I'll just hand them the mic.
I
Hey,
remember.
Harrison, if I make it out to the Academy Award Museum this year, we got to go and film something. I don't know
Yes.
what, but we gotta Nate and Harrison, and then I'll just film you looking at old stuff. It'll be called really old stuff.
Really old.
Really old stuff.
It'll just be pointing. Wow.
It's a silent
So awkward.
film.
Really old geeks. There you go.
That'll be
Really
it's
old
really
geeks.
old
There you
geeks.
go.
That'll be funny. But I'll let you know. I'm trying to work my way back out there this year for a
Heck yeah.
second trip. So I'll be in touch.
That's
Heck
cool.
yeah. All right. We got one more comment here. KB the professional.
Mhm,
That's right.
mhm.
But yeah, as far as things to promote, I got nothing.
I was remembering that old skit with Tom Green when he put shit on the on the end of the mic and he was asking people questions
Oh, no.
and he put it in people's faces and they're like
Good old Tom Green, man.
He's a wild man.
he was crazy. He put shit on the end of the mic. That shit. I'm picturing because when KB showed his mic thing, I was picturing put shit on the end and ask people questions. Here's your hot 5 takes, and they were like what? No. Oh man, that's funny.
Yeah. Only thing else I got coming on Monday, my review of Un Chien Andalou or Andalusian Dog. I don't know what language that is, French maybe. That'll be coming out at 7 p.m. Pacific time, and that one was fun. It's a interesting experimental silent film by Luis Buñuel and Salvador Dali. So
Mm.
I recommend checking that out. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
All right.
But thanks again, guys, for coming on. This has been the House of Hitchcock, the Next Floor series. Take care, everyone.
Peace.
Go watch a movie. Go watch a Hitchcock movie.
Go watch a Hitchcock movie. I agree.
Yeah, Tony.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. All right.